Thanks for joining us for Southern Indiana Now. This week, we find out what it means to take a Maverick Minute to check out your local health and mental health resources with the Seymour Fire Department. We talked to Leo Auto Group, found out some great deals and a wonderful group of wonderful people doing things for the community and providing a great service. And we also talked with Big Brothers, Big Sisters up in Columbus, Indiana. So great conversation with them about what's coming and how you can support them with Bowl for Kids' sake. And we talked with the Foundation for Youth, another wonderful youth serving organization that houses a lot of other places in their building and does wonderful work for Bartholomew County. And of course, we couldn't make this episode possible without support from Prosser Career Education Center. So thank you, Prosser. If you want to check them out, you might need a new career idea. You might need a young one to go and build their skills. Great place to go. Check them out, Prosser Career Education Center. And here we go.
And we're back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask, and we're talking with the Fire Marshal, Mark Gillespie. Super excited to have Mark with us today, making sure that we're keeping everybody safe right now on Southern Indiana Now. And Mark, thanks so much for joining us today. And regardless of where you live, of course, you're the first official fire marshal in the Seymour area. But regardless of where people are listening from, these are tips that everyone can use.
Absolutely. And thanks for calling. Yeah. Thanks for having me in. I greatly appreciate it. Mm-hmm.
Well, and also you have a kind of a new truck, so that's pretty exciting too.
Yes, we do. And I'm sure, did you hear the story about the Maverick?
Well, maybe our listeners might would like to be a little informed.
Sure. Yeah. Maverick Lee Flinn is the son of Seymour firefighter Mitchell Flinn and Mariah Flinn, and he's also the grandson of Seymour Lieutenant Craig Flinn. And unfortunately, I believe it was June 23rd of last year, Maverick was involved in a tragic farming accident along with his great grandmother, yes. Nancy Flinn, who they both unfortunately perished in this accident and lost their lives. And in the aftermath of that, the family has created a safety initiative for the farming community, and I think even more than that. I think it's turning into a lot more than that, and it's called the Maverick Minute. And basically, it's just about take a minute, slow down, check your surroundings before operating heavy equipment or even large tools. And I think it's such a great cause, and I think they're making a big impact, even bigger than they thought that they would. So. Yeah. Really, our hearts always will go out to that family, and they got much love from the Seymour Fire Department and our community. It was great to see how everyone rallied around that family and the fire department during that time. But, we're just moving forward and be stronger than we were before. That really affected the Seymour Fire Department as well as a whole, because we're all like in a big extended family, and all of our kids come to the firehouse and you hear their feet pitter-pattering around and things like that. So that really affected everybody. But fortunately, our chief, Eric Roll, he had already started putting a mental health, like peer support program in place at the fire department. And, that's not something we wanted to ever have to deal with. But I'm sure glad that he started that because we had a lot of guys that really, we put that to work and had a lot of guys that use that.
Sure.
And it was very beneficial. Sure. And that was kind of, whenever you called about me coming on the show and talking a little bit about fire safety, I kind of wanted to bring up mental health as well real quick, just because we're in winter and we're Midwesterners, and it can be tough. And, just want to remind everybody that there's a lot of resources available. I know of several in our community, like the Jackson and James County Crisis Intervention Team, STRIDE, NAMI, the National Alliance of Mental Health, and like I said, STRIDE, the Jackson and James County Crisis Intervention Team. And I just think that, remind people
that there is help out there.
There is help out there, and, there's certain things we can do in the wintertime to make sure that we do have, a healthy mindset. And that's, just to name a few things real quick: get some sunlight whenever you can, stay consistent in a routine, have a routine, alcohol, balance that with your other activities and stay connected with your loved ones, your friends, move your body. Motion is medicine. Anyway, I just want to give a quick shout out to mental health and everybody check in on themselves and check in on and take care of each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a lot of great information. Make sure we will link to a lot of those resources as well as some of those fire safety tips from Fire Marshal Gillespie. We'll be back right here on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask.
Thanks,
we can cut that chief part out. Sorry.
That's fine.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
And we're back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask, and we're hanging out at the Leo Auto Group with Leo. Not going to try the last name. I'll let you do that.
Portaluppi.
Portaluppi. Okay. We are talking all ways to save money on your next vehicle, but the big difference is why you want to do business with the Leo Auto Group. So let's, number one, talk about Leo Auto Group, why you're different, how you stand out. I love the customer service. I'll let you answer.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So we're located in 8 different locations all around Indianapolis and the surrounding areas. So we have a large presence in Columbus, Indiana, in Muncie and Lebanon. And our goal is to bring our dealerships together so we can better serve our customers, and we want to be the easiest place to do business with. That's our tagline.
Yeah, well, I can speak for, definitely experience that they are. I mean, I love how you care for the buyer from the very hey, I don't know what I want. I know I want this and that, to all the way to picking up the end and getting your extra key. I mean, all the things in the middle. So let's talk about, with 8 different dealerships, and of course you have lots of different lines. Right. What are all the different, I know you could sell any make and model, but you have some new cars too.
We do. So we, and motorcycles. We also have a Harley Davidson dealership that we're proud of, and we're doing some good things in around Edinburgh, the Edinburgh Outlet Mall. So right behind there is Twisted Torch Harley Davidson. Okay, cool. So we're excited about that. We do some cool events there. So we have a Chevrolet dealership, GMC, Hyundai, Ford, Nissan, and did I miss anything?
Well, you didn't know there was going to be a test today. There's so many out there.
Buick
Nissan,
and GMC.
Yes, exactly. So lots of things happening.
And
Ford, yes. So many manufacturers. But that's the point. There's no limits here at the Leo Auto Group. So let's talk about when people come to talk to somebody about their next vehicle. Do they tend to know what they want, or how does your sales rep kind of help them guide through the process that fits them with the best choice for them?
Yeah, I think there's both, right? We have some people that have already done all their research online and they want to come in, and those are the customers that we want to serve in a way where we're full disclosure, where there's nothing held back. There's no, we're not holding anything back. We're giving all the information, right? So our motto is to be full transparency, be easy to do business with. And then we have the customers that maybe need some help. They don't know exactly what car they're looking for, what price range that will work in their budget. So with that, we can expand to all our stores. And we have thousands of cars to choose from, so most likely we're going to have something that works.
Well, you brought up the magic word, and that's pricing. So a lot of people want to know, are you the best price? And I can tell you that it's been, in my research, when you're looking online, you guys really do come in at the lowest price that you can get for a vehicle. Let's talk about how and why did you do that?
Yeah, I think our motto is to, we make a little bit on a lot of people. We want to start a relationship, and it starts with selling the car. We want to see you back in our service departments. We want to see you back. If something goes wrong, we want to be there for you, and we want to sell you the rest of the vehicles you're going to buy.
Sure.
So that starts with price, right? We have to be competitive. We don't need to make a lot of money on one person, right? We're here for the long game, and that's where it starts.
Yeah. I love that. Tell me about, on the motorcycle side, what are people needing to know as far as, is it all new? Do they have used available too?
No, so we have our Harley Davidson dealership is new, used. We also have a great selection called motor clothes. So this is kind of new for us because we're selling jeans and boots and helmets and all those things. That's kind of a
Now
fun,
I know what I expect
fun
to see
thing.
next time I
There
come.
you go. We'll get you one.
Yes.
And then we have parts and service. So we
Okay.
do a lot of parts and service. We do a lot of upfits and performance parts. So you buy a motorcycle, and all of a sudden you want to make it a little faster or do some
Yeah.
different things, and we can help you with that too. So
I might want to
it's
put
fun.
those pieces on my car. I don't
There
know.
you go.
Can you cross them?
We
across
might,
the stream?
we'll figure it out.
Okay,
We never
you
say
figure
no.
it out. You never say no. We're like, I don't know. We never do that. Well, I love that. And thanks so much for spending time today and just helping people understand the Leo difference. So when you do business with the Leo Auto Group, it's definitely not even going to just show in the price you pay, because you're going to pay one of the most competitive prices you can pay for a vehicle, but you're going to love the people that you work with, and they're all here for you no matter whatever dealership you want to. Wherever you find your vehicle, even if it just has 2 wheels, whatever, 2 to 4 wheels, they've got you covered here at the Leo Auto Group. We'll be back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask.
Wherever you go, our stations have your music, local news, local sports, and local weather covered. 95.3 WUME brings you today's best hits, along with Paoli Sports, local news, and weather. 98.7 WSCZ plays the timeless favorites from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, as well as local weather and Orleans high school sports. And 96.9 WKLO keeps it country with all your favorite classic country hits, plus Corridon and North Harrison high school sports, as well as local news and weather. Your soundtrack for Southern Indiana is found on 95.3 WUME, 98.7 WSEZ, and 96.9 WKLO.
And we're back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask. We're hanging out in Bartholomew County, beautiful Columbus, Indiana, talking with Kelly today with Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Bartholomew County. So first of all, thank you so much for having us. And
Absolutely.
second, let's talk about what Big Brothers Big Sisters is. I think it's one of those like household names you hear. People may have a general idea, but why don't you better describe how the organization runs and what it is specifically, and then how people can get involved.
Absolutely. So Big Brothers Big Sisters, we're a program of Foundation for Youth, but actually the agency is across our federation. We serve Bartholomew County. It's a mentoring agency. We create and support mentoring relationships that empower and enable youth to be their best selves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. So
Yeah.
how does it work exactly? How do amazing volunteers get connected with youth that kind of like just need a little mentor, need somebody to show them a different direction?
Absolutely. So at the end of the day, it's more of we have them sign up. They go in, they sign up, they tell us a lot about themselves, about all the things they like, they don't like. The matching indicators are a big part of building that relationship with that younger youth. Our parents are our partners, our families are our partners at all times, especially in the community-based match. And it's just having that bi-directional relationship that we're creating with that volunteer. Sometimes they have options as to what little or mint tea they want to choose from. Sometimes we don't always have those options, but they have the ability to say, yeah, that sounds like a great match for me, or I'm not sure, let me think about it. And then they're able to meet their little, and they're supported through the match the entire time.
So how long is that relationship? Is it something you do for a school year? Is it just a couple months? So just thinking about like people think, well, you know what, I can be a part of this. I wonder how much time it is. You know, those sorts of questions.
Sure. So here in Bartholomew County, we have 3 different programs. We have our site-based, which is in the schools. Here at FFY, down in the Boys and Girls Club, that follows the school calendar year. You meet with them once a week at the site, usually around lunch and recess. You spend about 30, 45 minutes, sometimes to an hour. That's the school-based, site-based program. The community-based program is a little bit more in depth. That is where you're fostering that relationship with the family, because the volunteer actually is setting up those scheduling match outings with the family or the guardian. And they can occur during the day, they can occur in the evening, they can occur on the weekends, they can occur at whatever time best meets the little family and the volunteer's time. And then lastly is our charge program, which is a little more in depth in the area of our high schoolers. And that's more of a small mentoring experience where kids, mentees, students are matched with what's called a coach, and they're in a small group kind of talking about what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's super fun.
Yes.
Well, if someone has interest, so if you're watching and you have interest or you're listening about getting engaged with the Foundation for Youth and one of the Big Brothers Big Sisters programs, what's the best way? Do they go online? Do they fill out a form? How do they start the process?
The best way to go is foundationforyouth.com. There's a program tab, there's an event page, there's a volunteer tab. There's so much information that you can find everything there. You can read more about a volunteer process. You can read more about the charge program. And explore more programs here at Foundation for Youth.
All right, I love that. So is the commitment on the volunteer side, is it, can you say, oh, I just want to do it through the fall semester, or I want to do it all year, or is it, you know, how long?
So the one thing that we know for sure is that we want to make sure that we're looking for at least a year or more.
A year or more.
Commitment.
Yeah.
The data tells us that if they're matched 6 months or less, it can be detrimental.
Yeah, stability is important.
100%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Building
to me.
that positive relationship.
Yeah, I love that. All right, so here's your chance to get connected. And definitely, do you have some other events and things that you want to make sure that we talk about?
Yes, we have Bowl for Kids Day coming up this weekend. Well, actually, it's Friday and Saturday. And that's our largest fundraiser for Big Brothers Big Sisters here in Bartholomew County. 100% of the proceeds go right back into the program to help us enable more matches, support the current matches. Listen, this is a zero fee program. Nobody pays.
Wow,
except our
incredible.
Community who's supporting it. We have an amazing community.
Yeah, you do.
And they're turning up to support.
That's right. I know the Leo Auto Group is a big cheerleader.
Huge support.
Yeah, exactly. So lots of ways to get connected. If you are a company or organization, how can they help support Big Brothers Big Sisters?
They can head over to Foundation for Youth again, and they can figure out as far as where their best philanthropy and where they want to support.
Level works.
But the main person to talk to is Karina Willits, and she will give all the information that's needed.
All right, I love it. Make sure you're getting connected right now. You can even sign up to just be part of events if you'd like to, or if you'd like to be a mentor, you can do that as well through Big Brothers Big Sisters. We'll be back right here on Kelly Trask.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
And we're back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask, and we're talking today with Karina Willits about the Foundation for Youth here in Bartholomew County, beautiful Columbus, Indiana. And thank you so much, Karina, for spending time. And let's talk about, we've heard of some of the organizations that are under the Foundation for Youth, which we're going to get into, but let's talk about the global organization, Foundation for Youth, what it is and how these different organizations underneath all coordinate together to come serve the community.
Yeah, it's really cool. This was all started nearly 100 years ago. 1928, the community decided they want to be intentional about youth development. In most communities, we have Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Boys and Girls Club are completely separate entities. With their own little bureaucracy, with their own CEO, with their own admin staff. So in Columbus, Indiana, they decided to pull these organizations together under an umbrella organization. So Foundation for Youth houses all of these out-of-school youth-serving organizations, and we have one executive director, one resource development person, one back office team. So it gives us efficiencies. We run really, really lean.
And I bet you find that does streamline everything versus having duplications across the boards.
Back in 1928, we were the Jive Kennel. Young teenagers.
Which that sounds super fun. Should we not revisit that? I don't know.
It just sounds cool, doesn't it? But we've evolved over the years. So we are not the same group of nonprofits that we were back in 1928 or 1958 or 1978. Currently, we are the Boys and Girls Club. That has been our core program throughout. We were the Boys and the Girls Club. They got together. We are Big Brothers, Big Sisters, our mentorship program. And then additionally, we have lots of other community initiatives. Youth ambassadors came out of the Council for Youth Development, which we take care of. We have the Columbus Youth Camp, which is a really cool place west of town, about 137 acres of Indiana hardwood forest with a lake and cabins and high rope courses, all kinds of cool things for kids.
Wow. All right.
So there's all these little pieces that come together. All of them are out of school programming. Some of them are grant based. So we do a lot in the community around prevention initiatives, taking care of kids, giving them opportunities in the community to have fun, entertain themselves, entertain each other without alcohol and drugs, and just educate them how to make better choices.
Yeah, for a better life. That's what we're trying to have. We want them all to stay around here and do good things in Southern Indiana.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So as of 2025, we served just over 7,000 kids in the community.
That's incredible. Well, congratulations and thank you. You definitely have to have a giving heart to put that together and reach out to kiddos. So what's the best way if someone wants to get connected with you or the foundation to figure out where they want to plug in best, whether it's Boys and Girls Club or Big Brothers Big Sisters, whatever that
Our
is?
website is foundationforyouth.com. Our model is we charge participants, so the kids' parents pay a fee. It's not a fee that covers the cost. Our goal isn't to be a profit-making organization, so we do rely on philanthropic donors in the community, on our corporate community to support the work we do.
Yeah.
So we very much welcome people's donations, and that includes the donation of their time and talent.
Yes. Lots of resources people are gifted with.
Yeah.
I love it. Do get connected. Foundations for Youth. Now's your chance. You put it on your list for this year. You still have time to make it happen. Plus, a kiddo out there needs you. We'll be back right here on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask.
And that's a wrap on another episode of Southern Indiana Now. We hope you enjoyed learning about the community, ways you can help, ways you can get involved as a mentor, a volunteer, and some great places where you can go as a community member to find a great deal on a car with a supportive staff and some wonderful people. So all sorts of wonderful things on this week's episode of Southern Indiana Now. And it couldn't happen without the support of Prosser Career Education Center. So thank you, Prosser. Check out Prosser Career Education Center. Lots of options for your kids, for a new career, for new skills. Check them out. And we'll see you again next week.